your security crime behind the door. People look at me as being bad boy security. Yo, this blanket. It's like, what? Oh, Geine Deal was crying for the blanket. Geine Deal was this, that, and the.
What's up, y'all? This little puff said from down the way. I'm tripping off. Yo, why they do the man Geine Deal like that, yo? Follow, like, and share. If you like it, follow. If you don't like it, skip it.
Geine Deal was this, that, and the third. What are you there for security? What you think I'm going to be doing when you doing all that to Geine Deal? I bet you really don't want to know. The internet woke up to chaos when Geine Deal, Mase, and Cameron suddenly found themselves locked in a heated back and forth that nobody saw coming. What started as jokes on a mic flipped into something way more serious, way more personal, and way more uncomfortable for everyone watching. You want to say something, Mase? Tell us why you didn't go.
He mad. He mad for real.
Mase, why you didn't go
He
to the
mad
party?
for real.
Because I was in a hotel with Brandy. Why you didn't go? Brandy told you. You told me that Brandy told you, let's go to the party. Why you didn't go to the party? I didn't go to the party because all young seem like snakes. And I'm not going to. All, so, Mate, who told you, Mate, did I tell you? Listen here, Mate. Did I tell? Let's keep it 100. When you was riding around, let me answer. Go ahead. Let me answer the question. You guys was the security. If somebody shot the biggest rapper in the world, why nobody shoot? Why y'all didn't shoot back? Y'all had time? Mate, let me ask you something. I'm gonna get to that. Mate.
That's a good question.
Mate, one question. When you was riding around Cali with Stevie J, did I pull you to the side and say, what the fuck is you doing in a drop top Benz riding around with Stevie J around Cali? Did I say that to you? Did I say that to you, Mase? This wasn't playful banter or throwback humor. This felt raw, emotional, and loaded with years of unresolved tension. It all kicked off when Mase and Cameron were chopping it up on their show, cracking jokes the way they usually do. The problem is, this time they went somewhere different. They joked about the night the notorious Big was murdered, a moment that still sits heavy in hip hop history. And they took shots at Geine Deal for not reacting violently that night. I was actually in a hotel with a young lady.
And when you heard this information, what was your next actions?
My next actions, after what?
When you heard Biggie died, did you stay in your hotel room? Did you leave out? Did you want to go back to New York?
I actually was trapped in a hotel.
Now I want to ask a question. what do you mean trapped?
It was about probably like 70 or so bloods in the hallway. I couldn't even leave my room.
How'd you get out?
One of the guys.
Why would it be 70 bloods in your hallway after Biggie Small stuff?
Actually, after Big got killed, they was probably looking for more bad boy artists. And I couldn't even leave the room till Geine Deal, the officer had to come get me. To them, it sounded like edgy humor. To a lot of listeners, it felt disrespectful, reckless, and way out of bounds. And let's be clear, Geine Deal isn't just some random name in hip hop history.
He did go get him though. Can't stand on that 70 dudes. He did go get him. Can't stand on that.
And carried that weight for decades. Who went out there and they started running off by their mouth, trying to make airwaves and trying to make a show. Here go a grown ass man, Mase and Cameron, made suggestions to bad boy security. These clowns out here was going to go out there and make videos. When you do stuff like that, you got to know right now that people look at me as being bad boy security. You got to be clear. As soon as that drops, you got 5 or 6 out there. Oh, Geine Deal was crying for the blanket. Geine Deal was this, that, and the Geine Deal was this, that, and the third.
And the next part of his message was deeply disturbing.
You already know, Mate. When you doing all that stuff to Geine Deal, what do Geine Deal supposed to be doing while you doing all that? I bet you really don't want to know. What you think I'm going to be doing when you doing all that to Geine Deal? They can play if they want to, but if they know what I know, they better find somebody else to play with. I never had to tell Big Noosh. Keep it a buck. I never had to tell Big Noosh. I told Big to his face, if you go to this party tonight, one of y'all gonna die. Some people gonna die if you go to this party tonight.
So when those clips went viral, it didn't take long for people to start tagging Geine, sending him messages and waiting to see how he'd react. And trust, Geine did not laugh it off. Geine Deal came back with a response that flipped the whole mood instantly. No jokes, no smiles, no playful energy, just straight intensity. He made it clear that he didn't appreciate his name being played with, especially tied to a night that changed his life forever. Geine didn't yell, but his words hit heavy. He warned Mase directly, telling him to stand firm in his words if he really meant what he said.